Hey everyone, welcome to SST with me, Paul. Have a look at this caught on mainstream media. A UFO going across New York City behind the Empire State Building, and then on NASA footage caught a UFO, or is it the Black Knight satellite, hovering above Earth's atmosphere. And wait for it, all of these reports have been sent in by viewers that watch Shed Show Talk. Check this out. Do you see what's wrong with this picture here? Find out more here on Shed Show Talk with me, Paul. Okay, before we begin, I've had a storm over my house for the last 3 or 4 hours, and now there's a weird buzzing. I don't know if it's being caught by the microphone. Let me turn it up. That's coming from outside the house. So interesting. I've been meaning to do this report all day, and for some reason I put it off till right now. So if you're hearing thunder and lightning in the background, that's what's happening here right now. But now there's this weird whirring noise, and it's kind of on and off. It's like, I don't know if the microphone's catching that. But if it is, then who knows what's about to happen during this report. Let's get on with it. Okay, here we go. Fox News, the typical site of New York City. We're going to turn up the volume and see what happens here. What it is, this thing, is that a meteor going through the atmosphere. Let's try and just get a little bit closer on this. I got so much to cover today, and a crazy report of somebody being followed by UFOs and video to prove it. Alright, here. What is this? Doesn't look like a meteor. You know, normally a meteor would have a longer tail. I've seen lots of meteors enter the atmosphere, fireballs. But that thing's just absolutely huge. Really interesting here. And also a big shout out to Anthony, who sent this in to us here at Shed Show Talk. Wondering what it is? I wonder what it is as well. Let us know in the comments below. And we're going to move on to our NASA footage. The typical NASA music if you've ever watched their live stream. Right there. See this thing in the corner? This was sent to us by Scott. And Scott says that he was watching it and he can see a distant chevron shape or a traditional V shape at the end of the video. So watch out for that. I'm just going to turn that music down a little bit. So there we go. What is this object here? And as we move just to the end where he says, there it is, look at it right here at this moment. That chevron shape that Scott says he can see right there. Look at this thing. Absolutely. Is this the Black Knight satellite that we're seeing right here that everybody talks about? Alright, we're going to move on to our next video. Lots to talk about. Alright, here we go. This footage was sent in to us again by William, who's been being followed by UFOs, had these things in his car. He's got pictures of things that shouldn't be in places that aren't there, which I'm going to show you as we kind of analyze it. But first of all, here's a part of the video that he sends to me. And this is so quick, but you can see this object right here. It's not part of a tree. There's nothing holding this in the air. Well, check this out. I'm just going to do this frame by frame. See this? Now it's moved to this section right here. But wait, it's not finished yet. And I missed it just like that. Like it's really just within a couple of frames. So there it is at first. And you can just see it coming out the other side right here. You see it? It's right there now. Like, this thing is just moving so quickly. Again, it keeps its shape as what it was at the beginning. And here, I'm going to zoom into it again here so you can actually see this thing's exactly the same shape at its distance as it just was before. This is so strange. These UFOs are definitely taking an interest in what William is doing. Let's roll this video a little bit.
Oh shit, I just see something. That's wild, man. Look at this. Ow!
So as he continues to record these objects following him in his mirror, check out what happens here. He's talking to them. Look at this thing right here. As he starts talking to them and he's saying, "Do you know who I am?" This thing just starts to shoot across the screen. Let's just watch this. Right here, and I'm going to do it frame by frame as well. So he's saying, "Do you know who I am?" And boom, look at that thing. This, whatever it is, shoots towards these objects that he's filming here. And literally, this is, I'm doing less than a second frame by frame. I'm doing literally milliseconds. And you can see these objects that he's capturing here. And I can't quite work out what they are or exactly what they're doing, but we saw it close up. There it is. Look, this thing. So I started on 42 seconds when I started the frame by frame here. And you can see that this thing is so fast that in one frame you see 3 parts of it. It's almost like a time lapse, but it's not. I mean, these are milliseconds right here as this thing flies through the area that he's capturing. Like, just frame by frame here. Look at this. Here it is, just full. I think that this deserves a close-up right here. Sure does. Let's get a real close zoom on whatever this thing is. Here it is. Look at this. What is it? What on earth has William got himself into with this? And this thing is so fast. We're still on 43 here. As I stop and start it, this thing covers that whole distance there, and then it's gone in less than 1 second of it entering into the frame of him recording these objects following him.
Hit the car. Again.
You hear here William saying, "Hit the car again." And that's because these things have come in his car in the past when he's been being followed, actually scratching the side of his vehicle from the contact that he's having with whatever this is. We really want to know if any of you guys have ever witnessed anything like this or have an idea of what's going on for him to be being followed like this. What's the special interest in this guy? And there's other stuff that William has sent me, and in this particular picture, it's an area called Lake Paradise. And you can see here that we've got the house here and these trees, but this stuff right here, which is not there. He's been past many times, and these things here are just simply not there. I mean, this looks like a crashed UFO. It even looks like maybe there's somebody outside it or something outside it, but a very typical flying saucer, if you like. really interesting stuff that William sent over to me here to look at, and there's so much more, and there's I could just play literally and analyze for hours some of the stuff that William has sent to us here at Shed Show Talk. But it's really interesting because we see this time and time again where certain phenomena will attach themselves to an individual. We've all seen Poltergeist, where the family moves from one home to another and the spirit or whatever continues to follow it. And one of the strange things with Poltergeist is a lot of the staff or the cast passed away, got cancer, strange illnesses, some of them. We all remember that. Almost sends shivers down my spine talking about it. But sometimes when you mess with something that is better left alone, strange things can happen. But luckily with the UFO phenomena or these strange objects that we see so often in our skies, they don't seem to typically interfere too much with humanity unless it's disarming nuclear missiles or things like that. I would love to hear what your take is on what's happening to William where he's being followed. And he's recording all the time now. Well, that pretty much wraps up this week's UFO report. All of today's footage has been sent to me by you, by the viewers. And that's really what I want to build here at Shed Show Talk with these sightings. Keeping your eyes to the sky and being ready to record at any time. Or in the circumstances of the first two videos, keeping your eye on the TV, on the news, and check out what's in the background. If you find something, send it to me and we'll look at it together as a community and talk about these things so we can figure out or at least see what's happening out there. And as I come to the end of this video, the buzzing that I had at the beginning or the weird whirring sound has gone, the storm has passed over, and things are all good here in Canada, where I reside right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to keep your eyes to the sky and be ready to record at any time. And this is Paul from Shed Show Talk. What started out with me and Beth just recording our own take on what's strange out there in the world has now become nearly 20,000 of you subscribed to us, millions upon millions of views on our videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you, even the strange and weird comments from the haters. I love reading your comments, sometimes the most. Big shout out to Tim, Benny Loco, David, Roger. You all know who you are. Also to the people that sent in the videos today, William, Rick, and Anthony. If you want to send your videos, shedshowtalk@gmail.com. This is Paul signing off.